Days.
I couldn't. This is a ride that I don't want to get off of.
Well,
Seriously, I'm so thrilled with my life right now. I can't believe it.
What heartbreaking tragedy did Britain's Got Talent winner Sydnie Christmas endure? Her story has left many in tears, revealing the struggles behind her shining moment. Sydnie wowed the judges and the audience with her stunning performance on Britain's Got Talent, earning the coveted golden buzzer. Yet behind the glittering stage and applause, she faced immense personal challenges. How did these trials shape her journey and impact her life? Let's discuss the heart-wrenching story of Sydnie Christmas. Sydnie Christmas was born in a small town in Kent. From a young age, she showed a remarkable talent for singing. Her family, though not wealthy, always supported her dreams. Her parents worked hard to provide for Sydnie and her siblings, often making sacrifices to ensure she could pursue her passion. Sydnie's early years were filled with music. She would sing at local events, school performances, and family gatherings. Her voice was captivating, and it was clear to everyone around her that she had a special gift. Even with the financial struggles her family faced, they never let it dampen their spirits. They believed in Sydnie's talent, and they were determined to help her succeed. As she grew older, Sydnie's passion for singing only intensified. She joined a local choir and began taking part in talent shows. Each performance was a step closer to her dream of becoming a professional singer. However, the path was not easy. The world of music is competitive, and Sydnie often faced rejection. There were times when she felt like giving up, but her family's unwavering support kept her going. During her teenage years, Sydnie started working part-time jobs to help pay for singing lessons. She would practice for hours after school, perfecting her craft. Her dedication was admirable, but it also came at a cost. Sydnie missed out on many typical teenage experiences, choosing instead to focus on her singing. She knew that every opportunity to improve her skills could bring her one step closer to her dream. Her high school years were particularly challenging. Balancing schoolwork, part-time jobs, and singing lessons left her exhausted. Yet Sydnie never complained. She had a vision for her future, and she was willing to work hard to make it a reality. Her determination and resilience were truly inspiring. Despite the numerous setbacks, Sydnie remained hopeful. She believed that her big break was just around the corner. Her family continued to be her biggest cheerleaders, encouraging her to keep pushing forward. They would often remind her that every great artist faced challenges and that perseverance was key to success. One of the most memorable moments of Sydnie's early career was when she performed at a local music festival. The audience was mesmerized by her voice, and for the first time, she felt like her dreams were within reach. This performance boosted her confidence and reaffirmed her belief in her talent. However, the road to success was still fraught with difficulties. Sydnie faced numerous auditions and many rejections. Each no was a blow to her confidence, but she refused to let it define her. Instead, she used each experience as a learning opportunity, constantly striving to improve. But her journey was just beginning. Let's discuss the struggles for fame. Sydnie Christmas's journey to fame was marked by relentless effort and numerous setbacks. She knocked on many doors, hoping to find her big break, but often faced rejection. Each no was a harsh reminder of the industry's challenges, but Sydnie never lost sight of her dream. She attended countless auditions, from small local gigs to bigger opportunities in the city. Each time she gave her all, pouring her heart and soul into her performances. However, the music industry is notoriously tough. Many times she was turned away with vague promises of future opportunities or outright refusals. These moments were disheartening, but Sydnie's passion for singing kept her going. One of her earliest breaks was at a regional talent show. Sydnie's performance was outstanding, and she earned a spot in the finals. This experience was a glimmer of hope, reinforcing her belief in her abilities. However, even with her best efforts, she didn't win. This was a significant blow, but she took it in stride, determined to learn and grow from the experience. Sydnie's life was a constant cycle of auditions and rejections. She faced numerous disappointments, but each one only made her more determined. There were moments of doubt, nights when she wondered if she was on the right path. Yet she never allowed these thoughts to derail her. Instead, she focused on improving her craft, taking every critique as a chance to get better. A particularly memorable audition was for a well-known music producer. Sydney was hopeful, thinking this could be the opportunity she had been waiting for. She performed beautifully, but in the end, the producer chose another artist. The rejection stung, but it also fueled her desire to prove herself. Regardless of the setbacks, there were also moments of encouragement. Sydney's performances often received praise from those who saw her sing. Friends, family, and even strangers would tell her how talented she was and how they believed she was destined for greatness. These words of encouragement were like lifelines, helping her stay afloat in the sea of challenges. Her most significant moment of hope came when she was invited to audition for a major music festival. This was a prestigious event, and being selected would be a huge step forward in her career. Sydney prepared meticulously, honing her performance to perfection. She knew this was a rare opportunity, and she wanted to make the most of it. On the day of the audition, Sydney was a bundle of nerves. She performed flawlessly, but once again, the decision did not go in her favor. She was heartbroken, but not defeated. This experience, though disappointing, only strengthened her resolve. She knew she had what it took, and she was determined to keep pushing forward. Then, something happened that changed everything. Sydnie Christmas's big break came with her audition for Britain's Got Talent. The build-up to her performance was intense. Months of preparation, countless hours of practice, and an unwavering determination brought her to this moment. On the day of the audition, Sydney arrived early, filled with a mix of nerves and excitement. She knew this was her chance to showcase her talent to a national audience. Backstage, she met other contestants, all hoping for their moment in the spotlight. There was a sense of camaraderie among them, each understanding the pressures and dreams of the others. As Sydney's turn approached, she took a deep breath and reminded herself of all the hard work that had led her here. The stage was enormous, and the lights were blinding, but she was ready. Stepping onto the stage, she introduced herself with a confident smile, masking the anxiety bubbling inside her. The judges, Simon Cowell, Amanda Holden, Alicia Dixon, and Bruno Tonioli, watched intently as she began her performance. Sydney chose to sing Tomorrow from the musical Annie, a song that resonated deeply with her journey. Her voice filled the auditorium, rich and powerful, captivating everyone present. As she sang, the audience was mesmerized. There was a palpable shift in the room as her voice soared, carrying with it the weight of her struggles and dreams. When she hit the final note, the auditorium erupted in applause. Tears filled Sydney's eyes as she realized the magnitude of what she had just accomplished. The judges' reactions were overwhelmingly positive. Simon Cowell, known for his tough critiques, admitted that Sydney had made him enjoy the song in a way he never had before. Amanda Holden, visibly moved and pressed the golden buzzer, sent Sydney straight to the live finals. The golden confetti rained down as Sydney stood in shock, overwhelmed by the moment. Backstage, the atmosphere was electric. Fellow contestants and crew members congratulated her, sharing in her joy. In an interview, Sydney expressed her disbelief and gratitude. She spoke about her long journey, the support from her family, and how much this opportunity meant to her. Her genuine emotions touched everyone who watched. Nevertheless, behind the joy of her success, there were challenges behind the scenes. The sudden surge of media attention was overwhelming. Sydney, who had longed for recognition, now found herself thrust into the spotlight. The pressure was immense, and the expectations were high. But behind the scenes, life was not as it seemed. The moment Amanda Holden pressed the golden buzzer, Sydnie Christmas's life changed forever. The immediate impact was profound. Overnight, she went from a hopeful singer to a national sensation. The media buzzed with her story, and social media exploded with clips of her performance, garnering millions of views and countless comments. Public reaction was overwhelmingly positive. Fans praised her incredible talent, and many were moved by her emotional story. Sydney found herself flooded with messages of support from people all over the country, and even beyond. Her social media following skyrocketed, and her inbox was filled with interview requests from major media outlets. However, this sudden fame came with its challenges. The intense media scrutiny was something Sydney had never experienced before. Reporters followed her every move, eager to capture the next big headline. While she appreciated the support, the constant attention was overwhelming. Sydney had to navigate this new world of fame while staying true to herself. Amidst the whirlwind of interviews and public appearances, Sydney faced personal struggles. The pressure to maintain her image and deliver flawless performances weighed heavily on her. She found it difficult to balance her professional commitments with her personal life. The demands of her new career left little time for rest, as she often felt exhausted and stressed. Sydney's family, who had always been her biggest supporters, became her anchor during this tumultuous time. They helped her stay grounded, reminding her of the journey she had taken and the big dreams she was pursuing. Regardless of their support, though, Sydney couldn't shake off the feelings of anxiety that often crept in. As Sydney prepared for the live finals of Britain's Got Talent, the stakes felt higher than ever. She knew that millions of people would be watching, and the thought of disappointing them was daunting. She pushed herself to rehearse tirelessly, determined to give her best performance yet. However, the relentless schedule began to take its toll on her health. Although faced with the glitz and glamour of her new life, Sydney struggled with feelings of loneliness and isolation. The pressure to constantly perform and meet expectations left little room for genuine connections. She missed the simplicity of her previous life, where her only concern was perfecting her craft. Sydney's mental health also took a hit. The constant scrutiny and high expectations led to bouts of anxiety and self-doubt. She often questioned whether she was good enough, regardless of the overwhelming support from fans and judges alike. These internal battles were compounded by the physical demands of her new career, making it difficult for her to find a moment of peace. As the spotlight grew brighter, shadows began to emerge. Even through her success, Sydnie Christmas faced many personal struggles. Behind her radiant smile and captivating performances, she dealt with challenges that deeply affected her life and career. Sydney struggled with health issues that often left her feeling drained. The physical demands of her new career, combined with the stress of constant public scrutiny, took a toll on her body. She suffered from anxiety, which sometimes led to panic attacks. These episodes were hard to manage, especially with the demanding schedule she had to maintain. Family problems also added to her burden. Sydney's parents, who had always been her pillars of support, faced their struggles. Financial difficulties continued to plague the family, even as Sydney rose to fame. This added pressure on her to succeed, not just for herself, but for her loved ones as well. One of the most heartbreaking moments came when Sydney lost a close family member. The grief was overwhelming, and it deeply affected her. She found it hard to focus on her career while dealing with such a personal loss. The emotional pain was compounded by the need to present a strong, happy face to the public and her fans. These personal challenges impacted her mental health significantly. Sydney often felt alone, despite being surrounded by people. The pressure to constantly perform and meet expectations led to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. She questioned her worth and whether she truly deserved the success she had achieved. Her career was also affected by these struggles. There were times when she had to cancel performances or interviews because she wasn't in the right state of mind. This was difficult for her, as she didn't want to let her fans down. The constant battle between her personal life and professional obligations was exhausting. Against all odds, and the support from her family, friends, and professionals, Sydney's journey was incredibly tough. Each day was a fight to balance her struggles with the demands of her career. She sought therapy to help manage her anxiety and grief, which provided some relief. However, the road to recovery was long and arduous. Her strength was tested like never before. Notwithstanding the many challenges, Sydnie Christmas showed incredible strength in overcoming adversity. She took several steps to address her struggles and rebuild her life. One of the most important steps she took was seeking therapy. Sydney understood that her mental health needed attention and professional help was crucial. She found a therapist who helped her navigate her anxiety and grief. These sessions provided a safe space for her to express her feelings and learn coping mechanisms. Sydney also leaned heavily on her support system. Her family and close friends were her pillars of strength. They offered constant encouragement and love, reminding her of her worth and talent. This support was invaluable, especially during moments of doubt and despair. In addition to therapy, Sydney explored self-help measures. She began practicing mindfulness and meditation, which helped calm her mind and reduce anxiety. Regular exercise became a part of her routine, providing both physical and mental benefits. These practices were instrumental in helping her maintain a sense of balance amid the chaos of her life. A significant turning point came when Sydney decided to share her struggles publicly. She opened up about her mental health issues and personal losses in interviews and on social media. This vulnerability resonated with her fans, many of whom had faced similar challenges. The outpouring of support and understanding from her audience was a powerful reminder that she was not alone. Another key moment of hope came during a charity event she participated in. Sydney used her platform to raise awareness about mental health and support those going through tough times. This positive impact she had on others gave her a renewed sense of purpose and strength. Knowing that she could use her voice to help others was incredibly empowering. Sydney also found solace in her music. Writing and performing songs became a form of therapy. She poured her heart into her music, turning her pain into powerful performances. Her authenticity and emotional depth resonated deeply with her audience, creating a strong connection with her fans. The journey was not without its challenges. There were days when the weight of her struggles seemed unbearable. However, Sydney's resilience and determination kept her moving forward. She reminded herself of the dreams she was chasing and the people who believed in her. But was it enough to keep her going? Sydnie Christmas has made significant contributions to the music industry and public life. Her journey from a small-town girl to a national sensation on Britain's Got Talent has been nothing short of inspiring. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance and the impact of staying true to one's dreams. Sydney's music resonates with many, touching hearts and inspiring aspiring artists. Her powerful performances and emotional depth have left an indelible mark on the industry. She has shown that real success comes from genuine talent and hard work, not just luck or connections. Her success on Britain's Got Talent was a major turning point in her career. The Golden Buzzer moment was not just a personal victory, but a symbol of hope for many. It proved that dreams could come true, even after countless rejections and setbacks. Sydney has received numerous awards and recognitions. Her debut album topped the charts, earning critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. She was invited to perform at prestigious events, including charity concerts and award shows. Each performance was a reminder of her journey and the battles she fought to reach that stage. One of her most memorable performances was at a charity event for mental health awareness. Sydney's heartfelt rendition of her song Rise Again moved the audience to tears. It was a powerful moment that highlighted her ability to connect with people through her music. This performance not only raised awareness, but also funds for mental health initiatives, making a real difference in many lives. Sydney's story has had a lasting impact on her fans and aspiring artists. She's become a beacon of hope for those facing their struggles. Her honesty about her battles with mental health and her determination to succeed has inspired many to keep going, no matter how tough the journey gets. Her legacy extends beyond her music. Sydney has become an advocate for mental health, using her platform to support and encourage others. Her story is a reminder that even in the face of adversity, one can find strength and purpose. In the end, Sydnie Christmas's legacy is one of resilience, talent, and inspiration. She has shown that with determination and support, anyone can overcome their struggles and achieve their dreams. Sydnie Christmas's journey from a hopeful singer to a Britain's Got Talent star is a story of strength and determination. Her struggles and achievements have inspired many, showing that dreams can be achieved no matter how many hardships come. Her legacy continues to impact fans and aspiring artists alike. If you found her story touching, please like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring tales.